In this video, I'm going to take you through my 4 strategies for weight loss over 50 and during the menopause. Hello fam, and welcome to my channel. My name's Melissa Neal, and this channel is all about helping you if you're a woman over 50 and a woman over 40 to get in great shape. And one of the times that seems to be the most difficult is when we're in the perimenopause and when we're going through the menopause. It's a real struggle, isn't it? And that's because our hormones are depleting. So hormones like estrogen, progesterone and testosterone, which I know you think of as a male hormone, but females have it as well. Those hormones are all depleting, and that's what causes us to lose our metabolism. And so what happens is we gain weight really easily, don't we? And typically that's round the middle, isn't it? That's a lot more belly fat, and it's also much more difficult to lose weight. And I've gone through a weight loss journey myself. I'm 53 years old, and I started my weight loss journey in my late 40s. And you know, in the last couple of years, I've managed to get really lean despite the fact that I've been actually going through the perimenopause. I want to share my tips with you. I'm going to describe the 4 main strategies. Do watch right until the end, because I'm going to talk about the other things that might be going on that could be preventing you from losing weight. But before I talk about the strategies, I'm just going to go through a couple of things that I think you shouldn't do. I've done all these things myself, and I know that they don't work. So that's going on really low calories. Anything under 1300 calories is just too low to be sustainable in the long term. And actually what that does is it damages further our metabolism. The other thing not to do is go on a really low carb diet. So some of these low carb diets can be effective during the time that you're doing them. But the problem with them, with diets like keto and very low carb diets, is when we actually go back to sort of normal eating, our bodies are really resistant to those carbohydrates. And so that we're likely to put on lots of weight, and maybe even more weight than when we started the diet in the first place. So they can be really counterproductive. And then the other thing that we shouldn't do is excess cardio, because excess cardio, and when I mean excess cardio, I mean more than 45 minutes worth of cardio, will actually damage our metabolism as well. And what we want to be doing, and what I'm going to go through in this video, is build our metabolism back up. That's the aim of all the strategies that I'm going to talk about. So the first thing, and if you watch any of my videos, this will be no surprise to you, is doing strength training. And I do have a video on strength training for fat loss. It's called weightlifting for fat loss, and I'll link that in the description so that you can get more information. But in a nutshell, we want to be doing the heavy weightlifting. It can be done from home or at the gym, and we want to be focusing on compound movements that use multiple muscle groups, and they're what's going to really help you burn fat. And I would recommend that you do strength training 4 times a week to really get the maximum out of it. My number 2 strategy is high intensity interval training, and that's called HIIT for short. And the North American Menopause Society have actually carried out a study on this, and it was in 2019, so not too long ago. And what they found was, firstly, it is completely safe for women during the menopause, and secondly, it's just the best way of burning fat. They found that it burnt twice as much fat as steady state cardio. You can do it in such a short amount of time. So I'm talking about 15 minutes, 20-minute workouts, just 3 times a week. And that's really going to get your body firing and turning into a fat burning machine if you can do those HIIT workouts. And what's a HIIT workout? Typically, it's 20 to 30 seconds of very, very high intensity activity, and that doesn't mean high impact. It can be low impact. If you're worried about your joints and bad knees, you can do low impact HIIT, and I do have some workout videos. So it's 20 to 30 seconds high intensity activity and then 20 to 30 seconds rest. And you know, you can either do that as a workout, so a circuit training style workout, or you can do it on any piece of equipment. You could do sprint training, you can do it on an elliptical, so there's so many different options. Thirdly, I recommend that you adopt a high protein diet. Why is that good during the menopause? Well, because a high protein diet is going to support that strength training, and strength training will help you build muscle. And what building muscle does is burn fat, even when we're just sat around not doing anything. But you do need to have the diet to support that, and that's really important. It's a high protein diet, it's eating protein at every meal. Also make sure that it's a healthy whole foods diet, because that is going to support us in terms of our hormones, having nice, fresh, healthy ingredients. Do also include carbohydrates and fats. If you want more detail on diet, I have made a video explaining everything about diet and how to kind of set up your diet plan. So I will link that in the description. And the fourth thing is, and this is so important, and that's getting enough sleep and really reducing our stress, because not getting enough sleep and having high stress levels will actually raise our cortisol levels. Cortisol is a stress hormone, and when we have too much of that, it's really difficult to lose weight. And it's difficult enough, isn't it, already to lose weight as we get older? So we don't want that as a barrier. So it's looking at relaxation techniques, it's getting a good night's sleep, going to bed early enough. So the final thing that I'm going to talk about, and I promised that I would talk about that, didn't I, at the start? If you've got all those 4 things that I've discussed in place and you're still struggling to lose weight, or perhaps even gaining more weight, then you may need to get checked out by your doctor. It could be that you have a hormone condition. Your hormones might be depleted even more than most women your age. So it's a good idea to get checked out by your doctor, and they can give you some medication to help with that. And then the other thing that it may be a thyroid issue, something like underactive thyroid. So do get checked out by your doctor if you think you might have one of those things, because if you're doing everything that I've explained in the video and it's still not working, that might be the potential issue. Now, I will say I'm not a medical person. It's really important that you seek professional medical advice. And do let me know in the comments section what your experience of this is, trying to lose weight during the menopause and in your 50s. I know from my own experience, it's a real struggle, isn't it? And if you like this video, please do give it the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button to get the bell notifications. And also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok, because you'll get a lot of this type of information which I post on a daily basis to help women over 40 and women like me over 50 get in great shape.